out of here, Hopkins! You're a fraud, Hopkins! The yoke's on you, Hopkins! After him! Come out, wherever you are! I know you're here, Hopkins, and I'll get you! It's Hopkins! Damn, what'd she say? That's preposterous. That's nothing, man. You're letting her off easy. You should get twice that much for a whole summer. Go back to that smelly hobo you like so much. Who on earth let you in here? Get that badly dressed social reject out of here! Hopkins, you don't belong here. Get out! You've gone far, but will go no further, Jimmy Hopkins. Don't let him escape. We love you, Biff! Biff, you're the best! Finish him! Hopkins, you ain't so tough now, are you? Move like a bee, sting like a bee. This is just like Rocky. Hold on, Jimmy boy, you stay here. This could be fun. You can't take me, Hopkins. Don't forget your guard. Come on, get back up. Still think Jimmy's gonna win? My trust fund is bigger than your trust fund. You? Yes, we do mind, as a matter of fact. I think it's high time I stop slumming around with you. Being seen with you is hurting my reputation, Jimmy. Jimmy, help your prep friend in need. A prep needs your assistance, Jimmy. Now I'll have to buy another one. That's the third bike I've wrecked this week. I learned that trick in elementary school. That trick is so 90s. You need a bike coach like I have. Cheap bikes mean cheap tricks. You deprived scum, get off that bike. This bike is for blue bloods only. I'll just buy another one, scumbag. I was going to throw it away anyway. I'm a prep and I'll do what I like. I'm a prep, don't try and stop me. You beg your pardon. Excuse you. You're sorry about that. Watch it, pauper scum. What are you, a pickpocket? Are you out begging again? Watch it, blue-collar scum. Away from me, filth pit. I don't speak to indigents. I don't carry cash, you thief. Back off, you penniless reject. Your cheap grease stained my clothes. I'm sorry, did I crack your pocket protector? Father has a team of attorneys, you know. You'll be in court by sundown. You'll be hearing from our attorneys. Gotta be at the Golf and Yacht Club, Jimmy. Bye. Late for a prep meeting, Jimmy. So long. Gotta go check my stock holdings. Take care. Not as good as the one I rode in France. I've had more thrills skiing the Alps. Preps, someone needs to learn their place. Insolence against preps must be punished. Get back here, blue-collar coward. Come back and face prep justice. You blue-collar cowards hide like rats, don't you? Don't hide from prep justice. I'm not gonna run in the street like some commoner. Son, I lost a bundle in the stock market, he says. What if the others find out, and we're the only family at Golf and Yacht without a boat? These guys don't believe my many lies, I can tell. Keep an eye on the plebeians, they said. We don't want their kind at Golf and Yacht. Why doesn't Mom divorce the bum? Oh, 'cause Dad has no money anyway. If it wasn't for Golf and Yacht, I'd have to go to public school or something. Those paupers have really crossed the line this time. That's why we must rid Bulworth of blue-collar scum. You commoners make no sense. Well, I tip my hat to you. These things are trivial when you're wealthy, you know. Anyway, just another day in my sheltered life. And another thing, I hear Gary has a new flunky. Some kid named Jerry or Jimmy or Jesse or something. This Jimmy guy trying to get in good with us? Gary says his dad is that bum that begs all the time. I hear that stinking greaser queen Lola is fooling around with all of us preps. Some people will do anything for status. People say that Johnny Vincent's loose girlfriend made him insane. With no leader, those stupid greasers will be history. I hear Jimmy secretly got rid of Gary so he could be the king of the school. Some people will do anything for status. That despicable Jimmy is back on his terror campaign against preps. Gary was right. He is jealous of our good breeding. People say the greasers are being extorted by biker gangs. I've heard destitute townies are stealing electricity from Bulworth. I've heard that Mr. Galloway will change your grade for a case of vodka. They say the jocks like to hug and sweat and squeeze each other tight in the hole. Did you hear that the nerds hack into the school computers and change their own grades? This Jimmy Hopkins guy has supposedly been telling everyone how desperate he is to join the preps. Yes, well, I already knew about that. You're just now finding that out? Newsflash, that was out months ago. I must confess, I exaggerate things about myself sometimes just to impress my peers. The real truth is my inheritance has gone to my father's gambling, booze, and women. To be honest, I really work at the Golf and Yacht Club to pay my way through Bulworth. Sometimes I worry the other preps will find out the truth about me and disown me. We can't all live the charmed life that I lead. You expect me to feel pity for you? If you can't run with the hounds, stay in your doghouse. Life is tough when you're not as unspeakably rich as I am. Dad says people only respect two things, money and influence. Father says liars and scoundrels are the ones who make it to the top. Social climbing means stepping on people to get ahead. It's the way of things. Making it in the real world means a lot of backstab. Wealth and power call. Farewell. I bid you adieu. Au revoir. I'm making valuable contacts at the Golf and Yacht Club. One guy offered me a VP job when I finish at Bulworth. Father tells me my inheritance is so vast, the bank had to open a new branch to manage it. The Golf and Yacht Club begged Father all last summer to lend my services to them. You know, I sign off on every applicant to the Golf and Yacht Club. Remarkable for someone of your social status. The Golf and Yacht Club would be mildly impressed. Good. You might be worth hiring when I run my first company. You ever apply to the Golden Yacht Club? Have your parents ever borrowed on their home mortgage? Ever have to work your way through school? Have you ever discovered someone wasn't who you thought they were? No, I'm too wealthy to relate to that. That's a little underneath my high social standing. My parents have sheltered me from such realities. I won't dignify that with an answer. This loss has tarnished my reputation. Now everyone knows I'm truly a loser. The shame of losing to blue-collar scum. This loss has tarnished the prep reputation. Now who will respect the preps? Losing like mere paupers. The shame. That is simply appalling. But you've been embraced by preps. What happened to our alliance, Jimmy? Don't backstab the preps, Jimmy. My fighting expertise is lethal. How's it feel to face a trained boxer? I'm a fighting machine, you fool. My hands are registered weapons. The fighting machine is out of gas. Guess my training failed me. The fighting machine is out of order. You beat my expensive training. I'll knock you out and stuff a 20 in your mouth. We're gonna run you greasers out of town. It's time I show you my Shaolin training. My boxing coach prepared me for this. I'm trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm trained in Thai kickbox. Brain beats brawn every time. Your slide ruler won't save you, Dorcas. Ow! You just ruined my puberty for me. I'll not be spit on by a pauper. I've got a lot of money to bet on this. Be glad I don't enter the fray. Knock him unconscious. Wait a minute, let's talk about this. Whoever you are, I'm sorry, okay? The scummy masses are rioting. Listen, I'm not looking for trouble. I hope I haven't said anything to offend you. Listen, I say a lot of things I don't mean. You ruined my couture. That does it! Jimmy, I might have a deal you'd like. Say, Jimmy, are you interested in engaging in a little trade? That show is perfect for you blue-collar scum. How generous. You might be a prep yet. Keep it up and you might join us soon. Give it, or else daily beatings from the preps. Pay me or I'll make Bulworth hell for you. The preps demand tribute. Plebeian? Come on, Jimmy, a guy like me doesn't work for free. Very well, you meet my needs and I'll work for you. Education costs, my friend. The preps appreciate your donation. Very wise, Jimmy, very wise. Now that is prep approved right there. Hello, sir, so good to see you again. Hey, honey, how'd you like to get with the next Bulworth billionaire? Hey there, hello and how do you do? How's it going? Hello, ma'am, so good to see you again. Now that hat shows good breeding. Now those shoes show good breeding. Now those clothes show good breeding. Now that shirt shows good breeding. Now those pants show good breeding. Now that hairstyle shows good breeding. You have to look like money to have money. You have to hide your inner loser, Bryce. Here's your first test to see if you're prep material. Here's your chance to impress a prep. Listen up. I have a task for you. See if you're prep material. You want to impress a prep? I've got a job for you. I'm a Shaolin student, I'll have you know. I'm trained in kickboxing, I'll have you know. I'm a trained boxer, I'll have you know. Hey, it's my favorite non-prep. Look at that despicable indigent. Another crumb wishing he were a prep. Look at the blue-collar filth pit. What a dirty proletarian joke. You know that's rather amusing. Indigent scum like that should be made to suffer. My stomach feels inside out. Ugh. Stop throwing your food, you indigent bum. You're not prep material yet, filth pit. I don't recall inviting you to speak. I don't speak to plebeians. Why, hello, Jimmy. Our man Jimmy, how are things? Why, it's Jimmy Hopkins. Hello. Preps, greasers, nerds, we're all united, right? What about Bulworth's school spirit, huh? What if we both get kicked out of Bulworth, huh? We preps take care of our own, friend. All for one and one for all. Now that's entertainment worthy of a prep. Finally, fun that meets prep standard. I suppose the unwashed masses think that's exciting. How dumb must be a blue-collar thing. Stop right now, you dirty indigent! You paupers have no respect for property. The paupers are firing weapons. They're firing on the preps. Look out! Brilliant! Another victory for free trade. Take a bath, you blue-collar dirtballs. Filthy, stinking indigents with their stinking filth. What cheap, uninspired nonsense. Now that makes me look like money. A cool kid like you I'd love to vouch for with the preps. I tell the preps all the time, this kid is prep material. The Golf and Yacht Club could use a kid like you. Jimmy, only blue-collar scum to face property. These uneducated scum pits have no respect for Bulworth authority. It's my duty as a prep to make sure we apprehend them. Get lost, you breadcrumb! Beat it, you dumb pauper! Get out of here, blue-collar scum! You poor people make me sick! Get lost, you broke nobody! Beat it, you destitute bum! You indigents make me sick! Fool, you're provoking a jiu-jitsu student! Fool, you're insulting a Thai kickboxer! Fool, you're taunting a trained boxer! Fool, you're goading a Shaolin student! Common brawls are beneath me. Preps are above such brawls. For preps, violence is a last resort. Look away when preps address you. Pauper fool, get out of my sight. I can't stand you blue-collar scum. Indigents like you devalue our school. Oh, look, it's Gary's errand boy. Casing out rich homes to rob, scumpit. Typical pauper clothes in poor taste. Typical pauper hairstyle in poor taste. Typical pauper pants in poor taste. Typical pauper shoes in poor taste. Typical pauper tattoo in poor taste. Hey, I think you still have bits of eggshell in your hair, Jimmy. Back where you belong, Jimmy, beneath our heels. Blue-collar scum like you wouldn't appreciate those clothes. My reputation is devastated. Your obvious jealousy flatters me, Jimmy. Beatrice's boyfriend is feeling cool today. Your jealousy of preps is pathetic. Ah, Gary's errand boy feels uppity. Look, Gary's errand boy thinks he's the king. You're a smear of dog poop on my prep shoe. The hobo's son has forgotten his place. You're just one more prep reject, Jimmy. You'll always be the loser to us, Jimmy. Did it hurt when Beatrice dumped you, Jimmy? You're destroying my reputation. Stop, there might be preps watching. Preps shouldn't be talked to this way. Preps know best, Jimmy, this way. Don't question a prep, Jimmy, over here. Thanks, Jimmy, the other preps will hear about this. Oh, now they're gonna call me the poophead prep. Oh, the others are going to ostracize me now. Oh, they'll never let me into Harrington House again. Let go, you dirty beggar. Get your indigent hands off me. You can't do this, I'm a prep. Bow before me, you indigent loser. Deprived bastard, you'll never win. Gonna write prep on your forehead, loser. You destitute crumbs will never win. How's it feel to be stomped by the preps? Plan to fail, you paupers. Typical pauper hat. In poor taste. Thanks, I guess. Victory is mine. Another victory won for the preps. I am the ruler, you crumbs. Now everyone knows I'm a fraud. My reputation will never recover. Victory to the preps. Bow to the preps, you crumbs. May the best preps win. This will teach you your place, pauper. Haha, watch me make this blue-collar scum cry. We've got to rid the school of these indigents. Haha, watch me make this pawn moan. Your blue-collar instincts are off, Jimmy. Resist your urge to fail, Jimmy. Oh, soon as the preps turn our backs, everything falls apart. I wonder what to make of that. Changing channels is a prep privilege.